Hi there, Sneha. I'm happy to see that you've written us this new essay, this new set of essays, actually. So let's take a look and see what you had to say. Okay, the first one is a letter to your friend, so let's see what you said. Dear James, I hope you are doing well. I wanted to tell you about, not a good news, but here's what you could say. Because news is uncountable, you could say a piece of good news, some good news, something like that would be good, but you can't say just plain Okay. I wanted to tell you about some good news regarding my job situation. As you might be aware, I was looking for a new opportunity in my career. Know that. I'm very delighted to inform you that I have recently joined Nestle as a brand manager. You don't need to capitalize B. This is an amazing company as far as work-life balance is concerned. Prior to this, I was working at Mondelez, from where I resigned last month. Although it was a great workplace, I wasn't happy with the management as well as the work-life balance. Moreover, it was very far from where I lived, hence, it used with a D to take almost 2 hours for me to commute, which was becoming quite hectic. I'm really excited to work with Nestle as a brand manager, as I was always interested. How about I have always been? This would be more accurate. Something that started in the past and continues even now. So I have always been interested in working in this field. My new job involves managing a team of executives as well as looking after the demands of the stakeholders. I'm very glad I joined this organization as it is close to my house and saves me traveling time. Another piece of good news here is that I have purchased an apartment near the office without the two. It is a wonderful place. I would like to invite you to my place. Okay, you could try not to repeat place in the same sentence. It is a wonderful place, and I would like to invite you as soon as you are able, or as soon as you are free. Okay, so there it is. Please come over when you are free. Looking forward to meeting you soon. Warm regards, Sneha. All right. So here's the thing. You've covered all the points that you're supposed to cover. That's fine. I mean, you basically said that you weren't happy with the management, work-life balance. Fine. You described your new work, other updates about your apartment. Great. Okay. So if I had to pick any particular area that I wanted you to kind of work on, besides some of those little grammar points that you missed, there was a couple of places where the language was a little too formal. Okay, you're writing a friend, so there's certain language that you use that just felt a little formal. Let me see if I could tell you. Let's see which pieces I'm talking about. First of all, moreover was the one area. Moreover is something we usually write in formal written language, not so much in an informal. And also this hence is also really rather formal sounding. You could have said here also. That would have been good. You could have said so instead of hence. So these are some places where you could have used less formal language. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I think there was one other area, but now I can't find it. This felt a little formal. Not too formal, but it could have been. I'm very delighted to inform you that I have recently... So, I mean, if I was writing my friend, my language would be a lot different. I wouldn't say I'm very delighted to inform you. Just, I have some really good news I want to tell you. Guess what happened? I've just joined Nestle. Okay, that's how I would write it. So, this language, I'm very delighted to inform you. It just has a formal kind of feeling to it. All right, so those are the areas that I wanted you to work on a little bit. Other than that, it was lovely. It was fine, really. Okay? So let's take a look now at your task 2. These days, more and more people are traveling domestically or internationally. Benefits, drawbacks. Okay. It is argued that traveling across continents or within the country has dramatically increased in the last few decades. This essay will first discuss traveling. Discuss, let's see, weather. Let's see, maybe weather would work. This essay will first discuss whether traveling provides benefits such as exploring, or maybe you don't need weather. This essay will first discuss the benefits travel provides, such as exploring new cultures and meeting different people. And secondly, also analyze the disadvantages like high costs and health risks. Okay, that's how you could do this. So, taking a vacation has many advantages and has become a popular trend these days. When people visit different countries, they are exposed to varied cultures and unique lifestyles, plural. Moreover, people learn about the okay, why didn't you back this up rather than going to a second idea here with this moreover? Why don't you give me all right, let me read the rest of the paragraph before I comment on that. So people learn about the diversity in terms of customs and traditions when they meet new people. Okay, fine, that's what you did. I think the problem is with the word moreover. That's what my problem is here. Because this is your main idea, and then you back it up with this. But moreover, it kind of sounds like you're adding to it, when really what you're doing in this sentence is you're expanding. Okay, you're developing the same idea. So moreover doesn't really work. I think instead you could say that is, okay, or consequently, because they are related to each other, okay? For instance, tourists are often overwhelmed when they visit India after experiencing the cultural and regional diversities. Certainly, it is a great and pleasurable experience to travel to different countries. Okay, fine. Traveling also has many disadvantages, such as high cost of travel and health problems. Well, traveling, okay, why don't you just leave this out, though, and say, such as high cost and health problems. No comma. People might face when they explore new places. Many people argue that traveling also requires adequate financial support to sustain the trip. Okay, moreover, countries like US and UAE have exorbitant, careful with your spelling, flight and accommodation rates apart from the tour charges, which makes it a very luxurious destination. All right, I'm confused. What is a luxurious destination? US and UAE? Maybe that's what you mean. But, there are other countries besides US and UAE, so, and you can't say it makes them. So how about instead you could say, moreover, many countries have exorbitant flight accommodation, and then say, two such countries are the US and UAE, which are popular tourist destinations. So frame it a little differently. Additionally, some people may be prone to health risks depending on the climatic conditions, and hence not all the individuals will be able to resist the harsh weather conditions. For instance, single here. Canada, careful with your spelling, please, is a beautiful country to visit. However, the freezing temperatures may cause severe health issues to some people. Okay, this is more or less how I wanted you to express this idea about US and UAE. Just the way you did it, like a general statement. And then, okay, an example of this is Canada, or an example of this is the US and the UAE. That's how I wanted you to do it. Now, check it out. Remember, this essay doesn't want you to talk just about international travel. It also wants you to talk about the disadvantages of domestic travel, okay? And that is true for both of these, all right? The advantages and disadvantages of domestic as well as international travel. I feel like so far you've just covered international travel. So think about domestic travel and what some of those advantages and disadvantages are. And maybe this will cause you to look at the international travel differently as well. So just to give you some ideas about what domestic travel benefits could be, it increases income. It creates jobs, okay? It makes people aware of different landmarks, history, and culture, even within their own country, okay? The drawbacks, though, are sometimes that with travel, the reason that we went to a place in the first place becomes kind of diluted because there's so many facilities and so many things being catered to tourists, and so the place loses its initial character, which made it a tourist destination to begin with. Okay, so that's a problem. Also, you could talk about infrastructure needed for tourism, and that sometimes this can be very chaotic. Okay, if a place is beautiful and serene and lovely, all of a sudden, you have to have buses and trains and planes and boats. This creates traffic. This creates air pollution. So these are some of the things you can think about that apply both domestically and internationally. All right, that's why I'm kind of pointing these out to you. All right, so in conclusion, traveling in itself has become popular these days amongst people belonging to all ethnicities. While there are advantages like experiencing new cultures and meeting new people, disadvantages, careful with your spelling, such as atrocious costs. Atrocious is not the right word here, okay? You mean exorbitant, you mean high, you mean astronomical, okay? Costs and health risks should also be kept in mind. Okay, so Sneha, I think I've pretty much given you my feedback. Your conclusion is fine. You're typing, either you're typing or your spelling has some problems. Ethnicities is also spelled wrong here. Advantages is also spelled wrong here. So please be careful with some of these mistakes. These are the kind of mistakes that will, unfortunately, lower your score in lexical response. So do be careful, okay? All right, so go ahead and correct these. Send them back to us corrected. Don't forget about adding to your error correction list. And, of course, your next set of essays. So I'll let you get to that. Good luck with them. And I'm looking forward to seeing your next set of essays. So good luck.